All right, let's go ahead and enroll your service bureau with the banks. So we're doing our master EFIN enrollment. So in your OLT multi-office manager, where you get to that is you click on the bank on the left side of the menu when you're logged into your MO. And you're going to see a couple of entries here with some red asterisks. This will be your service bureau master EFIN, the dummy EFIN that's assigned to your service bureau. And you'll see two line items for it because one is for TPG and the other one's for Refund Advantage. This is the only EFIN in your system that can enroll in multiple banks. That way, your customers can use either which of those banks when you enroll them. So what we're going to do is I'm going to walk you through just the enrollment of a master, identify a couple of the key points, and then I'll show you how to get back here to do the enrollment of the other one. So pretty straightforward. Let's start with this one on top, TPG. Click on enroll, choose your bank partner. If you want to continue registration, sure. Pick a state where you're located. Now, when you're enrolling your service bureau, none of this information up here at the top actually matter. The service bureau does not do tax returns, so it does not matter what you put here. You're going to set your service bureau fees and transmitter fees on the actual EFIN that's producing. You're going to want to fill out, however, the bottom part. This is the bank account that your service bureau fees will be deposited to in real time. Remember, you get your service bureau fees in real time? So this is where your service bureau fees are going to go. And always, just rule of thumb, even if it's a personal account, always select business. Some of the banks don't like to deposit to personal accounts, so if you just mark business, they don't really check. So go ahead and just put in your routing number twice, account number twice, name on the bank account, and what the actual bank is, checking, business, and this last question is if you want to receive materials in Spanish. That's up to you. The next thing we're going to need is we're going to need a tax ID number or EIN. So if you have that, you can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is need 9 digits here. So if you don't have an EIN or tax ID, just put in your social. And I'm going to focus on the items here in red. This is actually what's required. So if you have a business name, that's fine. EIN business, the name on the EIN, or if it's you could put you. Tax software name. Now for office type, we're going to select service bureau. Remember, we're enrolling a service bureau. So keep in mind what you're enrolling so that we can go ahead and put that in. Put in your address, give it a phone number. These other phone numbers aren't actually required. Now for business type, we recommend just do sole prop. It'll shorten up your approval process with the banks. If you ever put like LLC or any of these other situations, sometimes they will ask you additional due diligence or additional documentation. For the service bureau, it really doesn't matter. Save yourself some time. All that really matters is where the service bureau fees get paid. So just go ahead and put that accordingly. If you don't have a website, you don't need one, that's fine. Projected number of bank products for this year. Remember, the Service Bureau does absolutely no bank products, so the Service Bureau does nothing. And this last section here is more relevant if it's a production EFIN. This is if you had an EFIN from last year that was compromised that you want to update with the banks so that they can carry your volume over. Now, we're going to get over to the EFIN owner information. Now this is just all your info. Remember, this is the Service Bureau, so just put in your info. I'm going to focus on the red highlighted spots. Give it a date of birth. Okay. Give it an address. Oh, you can also, if your office address is the same, you can check this box. It'll just pull in the same address that you put in before. So whatever, if you put in your the address on your ID, you can just put it there. So we're just going to fill out all the information. EFIN owner type, ID type, driver's license number. If there's no issue date, some states don't have issue dates, so that's fine. You don't have to put one. Really what you need is an expiration date. And if you have one of those states that doesn't have expiration dates or doesn't have one of these dates, just pick one that's farther out. And then pick the state that the ID was issued on. And you could put a PETE in here, but again, it doesn't matter. Now, contact information, it might be the same exact info as before. You may want to have somebody else on here. Now, depending on the bank, they may ask for more information about this person. So to expedite your enrollment process with the Service Bureau, just put the same info. Again, it's really not relevant. Remember, this is just for reporting purposes and bank enrollment purposes so that your offices can use the bank. So just go through the process. If you used it the same year as before, you can do that. And then click continue. Now, if the business owner info is the same as the person before, you can just check this box, load in all this stuff. If it's the same address as before, you can check this box, load it in. If you have another business owner, another partner, you can fill that information in there. Oh, wait, sorry. We got to do ownership percentage. So in this case, 100%. Then we click next. Oh, again, let me go back. So if you have 100% here, you can just leave this whole right side blank if there's nobody else involved. Again, sometimes the banks will ask for a lot more info, so not necessary to do that. A second partner if you don't have one. So shipping address, you could type in a shipping address or use the same one with check boxes. And then you click on, this is the end, click on Register Bank. Now this question is really not relevant for the Service Bureau, but I'll address it now and probably on the later videos as well. The check administration fee charges the taxpayer $12 to print a check on TPG, and then they kick back $4 to the ERO. This office doesn't actually do any returns, so it doesn't matter, but I still don't even recommend doing this program. If you want to make an extra $4, just put it on your add-on fee and you'll get paid without the customer paying more. Once you're done with all that, click I agree. It's going to take you down to the bottom of this whole thing. Click I agree. Now, once that is done, one last step. You must hit this transmit enrollment button. If you don't transmit the enrollment, it's not going to get sent. Okay? So please make sure when you're ready to submit it, hit that transmit enrollment button right away. I'm not going to do it because it's a demo, but go ahead and hit transmit enrollment and you should be good to go. Now, actually, you know what? I can do that one because this is for last year. So let's just do it. Your TPG bank enrollment record is queued. Perfect. There we go. Now, when you're back here again, if you want to do Refund Advantage, we recommend just doing it at the same time. Click on the next one, RA. Click on the green thing, select Refund Advantage, and it's the same exact steps that we just did for TPG. We're going to do the same exact thing for Refund Advantage. You'll see slightly different questions, but pretty much the same process. So you can go ahead and follow along with the questions. And once you're done with that, again, you're going to transmit the enrollment and then wait for acceptance.